Hi everybody, welcome to 5 Minute Ministries. There was a rich man who had gotten married, and he brought his wife home, and he leads her to a room, and he tells her, this is your room. You can do whatever you want to the room, you can do whatever you want in the room, and you can come and go as you please. Please enjoy your room. And he leaves. The following Friday he comes home, and he has 24 long-stemmed, beautiful roses. He hands them to his butler and he says, please take these to my wife's room. Now every Friday this man does this. He brings home roses, he hands them to the butler, and the butler takes them to his wife's room. But never once does the rich man call on his wife. He doesn't go to visit her. He just, once a week, sends roses to her room. Now after about 6 months, the rich man says to his butler, please go get my wife. I would like to see her. And the butler says, I'm sorry, sir, I can't do that. And the rich man questions him and says, well, why not? And the butler tells him, because your wife left 3 months ago. The rich man, shocked and bewildered, he says, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you say something? And the butler says, sir, I am only the butler. I do as I am told. Now, some of us, when it comes to our relationship with God, are just like this rich man. We will go to church once a week. We will bring a gift once a week. But during the rest of the week, we have nothing to do with God. We won't talk to Him. We won't read our Bible so He can talk to us. We won't try to become engulfed in the Holy Spirit so He can communicate with us. We don't do those things. We just go along our lives and we think showing up at church and giving a gift is enough. Well, aren't you saying, well, I'm learning about God while I'm there at church? But if you're not communicating with God throughout the week, you're not in tune with Him on Sunday either. You may sing the songs, you may hear the message, but you're disconnected spiritually. Now, you may belong to Him, but that does not mean you are connected with Him. Just like in a marriage, if you do not communicate with your spouse, or in any relationship, you can't call it a relationship. And when things drift apart, you don't realize it until it's too late. Just like this rich man did not realize his wife went away, we don't realize how far we are from God. Now, God will never leave us or forsake us. But what it is, we walked away because we did not have that communication with Him. We were not filled with the Spirit. We were not filled with His Word. Coming and singing songs and hearing a message is not enough to have a relationship with God. And if we're not doing it throughout the week, if we're not doing it every day, the connection is broken. And we wonder where God is, why He feels so far away. It's because we walked away. And God is just waiting for us to come back, just like the father in the event of the parable of the prodigal son. The father was waiting for the son to return, and God waits for us to return too. He wants to have a relationship with us, and we should have a desire to have a relationship with Him. But we got to make our move too. He did His part. He gave us His Spirit and His Word to connect with Him. He gave us the idea of prayer, to be able to speak to Him. But if we're not doing that, Sunday morning is still disconnected. And sometimes we're like the butler. We go to church and we serve and we do all the things we're supposed to do, but we only do what we are supposed to do, or what we're instructed to do. And we stop there. We come and mindlessly serve like this butler did. He mindlessly took roses to the room every week. But he had no connection with the woman or with his employer, the rich man. He had no connection with them. He just said, you ask me to do something, I'll do it. You want me to clean the church? I'll clean the church. You want me to pass around the offering plate? I'll do that. You want me to help out at this event? Sure, I'll do it. But that doesn't mean you're connected with the people either. We are to connect with God and to connect with each other. That's how relationships work. And you may say, well, duh, but we know that. But putting it into practice is a difficult thing. We are to have that connection, and we are to do it every day, not just on Sundays. This has been 5 Minute Ministries, and I'll see you next time.